All right, welcome into this Wednesday afternoon as we see our Western Wildcats take on the Lady Panthers of Camp Point Central. What do you got? Some records here coming in, Sean?
Sean.
I'm looking at Sean coaching, but
Sean would have some records.
I know the Wildcats are 4-2 after their last four. Is that right? 4-2, 4-3.
That sounds right, doesn't it?
I think that sounds right.
They are 4-2. Camp Point's going to come in. I believe they're 7. They are 7-2.
7-2. So they've got a few more games than we have in. We're going to start off here. Brooklyn Stolte watches strike one at the knees come in. We'll go through some lineups here in just a minute as we got things going here. And pitch two is driven to right field. And that's going to be bobbled and dropped, and she's going to reach on an error. Start off with a base runner. That'll bring Lauren White to the plate.
Yeah.
There it is. She's hitting 250 on the year so far with a 649 OPS. That's not too shabby. Pitch one fouled straight back. All right, Brooklyn with a good opportunity to. Do I need to score it?
Nope.
All right. Looking to lay down a bunt there, swings through it. It's going to leave her 0-2 here. Brooklyn Stolte leading off first base. And pitch three to right center field. That's going to get to the fence. That'll be extra bases for sure. Brooklyn is going to third. She's rounding. Lauren White is going to third. Brooklyn's going to score easily. They throw behind Lauren, but she is back safely into third base with a triple and an RBI to start the scoring off.
And what a good at bat for Lauren. Fall behind 0-2.
Down 0-2.
Drive that one to the fence, right center.
But you know, I mean, that's just a great piece of hitting because she didn't try to do too much and pull the ball. She took that outside pitch and took it to right center field like you should as a good hitter, and it paid off.
Yes, it did. That'll bring up Brinley McQuay.
Puts Brinley McQuay in the box. Chance to add to the runs here early in this game. Pitch one for a strike. Brinley with the lone home run for the Wildcats so far this year. That was way back, I think, was that their second game in Griggsville?
Yep, second game.
Second game. I knew it was in Griggsville.
Also the second coldest game that we've been to outside of Greenfield.
Yes. And they had a pickoff down to third base trying to get Lauren, but she slides back safely once again. Stevens pitches, fires off speed, low and in the dirt. Homan back behind the plate does a good job stopping that ball to keep a runner at third base. Brinley back in the box, 1-0, 2-1 count. Nobody out. Another ball low, that'll be 3-1. Got to think even 3-1 she's swinging here.
I would think so.
And Stevens with the pitch. And really didn't like it, thought it was outside, but the umpire said, nah, not so fast. That'll bring the count to full count here. Nobody out in the first inning.
Good start.
Good start. I like it.
Haven't played a lot of ball here lately. I know we played last night. But.
And swinging strike three and another throw down to third. Going back safely once again.
That'll bring up Rachel McMullen. Moved down the lineup one spot. We've kind of jostled our lineup around.
We've got a little differences.
Just a little bit.
Which we'll go through here in a minute. Takes ball one. Looked like the same pitch that Brinley thought was ball four just a minute ago. Tell you, last night, Rachel had a very well hit ball. which ended up being a ground rule double to keep her from a stand-up triple for sure.
Yeah.
And maybe more, but at least a triple. As that pitch was inside, 2-0 count. Ball 3, another throw down to third.
And they are close every time on Lauren.
I'll tell you what. She is right on top of it.
I always like that. Make them make that throw.
Yep.
You know, maybe 1 out of 10 times they miss it down there at third, but that's the one time you get to score.
3-0 pitch for a strike, runs the count 3-1. She's back looking, swinging now.
Second baseman standing right in the way.
Yeah.
Which, with their back, we
happens
didn't have
a
a lot
lot.
of choices.
And that'll be high for ball 4. So a 1-out walk from Rachel McMullen brings Emma, the difference maker Dixon, to the box. That might stick after all. You never know.
That might.
I'll tell if she jacks one to the fence here and scores 2, that has a better chance of sticking. And a dribbler that's going to be called foul.
I'm not sure if she doesn't touch it, if it doesn't, by the time it gets to the base.
Yeah.
It was.
I mean, the spin on that ball was bringing it back into fair territory. What's up, Reese? We'll scoot down just a touch here, make room for our third broadcaster. Reese Dunker stepping in, further blocking my view of the home.
Safe under the tag. She reached
what
in.
a play! She took a little bit of a hit, comes up coughing,
Got her in the throat.
but got under the throw.
And let's hope she's just fine, as she is our pitcher.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, Western leads 2-0.
2-0. I'll tell you what, that quieted the crowd real quick because she was obviously in some pain getting up. But 0-1 count to Emma Dixon. Evens at 1-1. With a runner on scoring position. Runner on scoring position. That doesn't make much sense. Runner in scoring position on second base is Rachel McMullen.
Reese, it was nice of you to join us.
Well, usually start times 4:30, they mean something.
They were ready to go.
And it also didn't help. I spent 2 minutes trying to figure out how to get into your wife's car to get the sunflower seeds that I couldn't, and she gave up, and she went out and did it herself.
It's good for her.
Well, she said it was
Well,
cold.
they're playing extra innings, so they're ready to get things going.
I don't blame them then. What'd I miss? Looks like a quick little 2-0 lead.
Oh, we
Ball
had a
3. So we had an error out in right field to lead off. Brooklyn Stolte put a ball out to right field and followed up Lauren with a stand-up triple. She hit one to the fence, followed by a walk from Rachel McMullen.
And that's how we got here?
And a stolen base by Rachel where they made a play at home and Lauren slid under the tag. They make it 2-0. And here we stand with Emma in the box with a 2-2 count.
Yeah, you could do this professionally.
3-2 count, actually.
I think it's full.
Yep, it is. Ball's off by 1.
McMullen will take third on that one.
So with that,
Back into the pinstripes tonight for Western.
Right.
Second time this year? Third time?
at least the second, maybe the third.
You're keeping track of a lot of stuff.
I mean, that's not usually a stat that I keep
Well,
track of at all.
You know, I actually printed off a bunch of score sheets today that I was going to keep my own little score sitting right here. And then when you texted me, or when I got the text that said game starting, I just abandoned the idea and went ahead and walked up.
Sophie Reneker steps in. And another throw down to third, and got her that time.
What a throw.
Excellent throw.
And she threw down on Lauren. Lauren was leading off third like that. She threw down 2 or 3 times and was real close.
That is out number 2.
That's a
in this
bummer.
Top of the inning.
2 on with 1 out looked a whole lot better.
That one, catcher to catcher there. I bet Rachel's going to come back with a vengeance. Sophie way out ahead on that off speed, wasn't she?
I like that little elevated porch they've got over there on their past their dugout where
I'm
people are
wondering,
sitting.
is that, I mean, you got to pay extra to get those seats?
Season ticket holders.
That
Yeah.
would have been great for broadcasting.
Yeah. I mean, really, anything except for this sign right in front of me blocking the batter's box would have been great.
I almost cut that down.
All right. 2 balls, 1 strike to Sophie.
I would like to see you cut that down, what their reaction would have been.
Just zip ties.
Still could do it.
Still
Good.
could. If they were ahead 2-0, maybe I would.
Stevens. Fouled straight back 2-2.
Sophie, the
Good look
six-hole
at
hitter.
Peters at second there.
Sophie is batting sixth, yes.
Yep, she's batting
Same
sixth.
lineup from yesterday.
Pretty much Brooklyn was
pretty close. And
yeah.
swinging strike 3 for Sophie. That'll end the top half of this first inning. As the Wildcats do some early damage and score 2, we'll be right back with you right after this.
Great Rivers Bank offers a totally free checking account without a monthly minimum balance and no service fees. Share the joy of free checking with friends and family, and when they open a new account, you both earn free gifts. You can refer your friends and family now at refergreatriversbank.com. Our current gift is an Everest Journey backpack. Great Rivers Bank will buy back unused checks and debit cards, up to $10 from previous accounts. For more information, visit our website at www.greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Whether you need just one load of rock for your driveway or many more for your farm or business, Lumley Trucking is the answer for all your rock hauling needs. Give Mark at Lumley Trucking a call at 217-473-4006.
All right, back with you for the bottom half of this first inning. Some defensive changeups here for the Wildcats from what we've seen so far this year. We've got Brinley McQuaid moving over to third base, Sophie moving from center into short, Alyssa Boehner that's going to move.
Boehner.
Boehner, I said it
Where did you
again.
get that?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Alyssa Bareyes moving over to center field, Paisley Patterson moving to left with Lauren on the mound, Rachel McMullen rounding out the battery, and then you've got Brooklyn Emma at first and second as usual. First pitch
I just missed.
for a very close ball out of Lauren.
Who's our home plate umpire tonight?
Shorty McShorterson, I think is his name. I don't know. And pop straight up. Lauren's going to make a play on that one, take care of it herself to get the first batter out.
Natural outfielder. She was ready for that.
Oh, yeah. Some pitchers get out of the way, and Lauren's pushing people out of the way to make the catch. All right, 2 pitches, 1 out. So far, a very efficient inning for Lauren.
I think that's a good way to keep it.
Yeah,
6 pitches, 3 outs. Do it.
be pretty impressive. And strikeout of Lauren.
Looks like she's throwing hard.
It does. She looks mad.
I can't imagine why. Bounces that one into Rachel's glove.
One ball, 1 strike pitch coming from White.
Who's at the bat for the Lady Panthers? I don't think I...
That would be Houston. I have no first names. She's either the catcher or her first name starts with a C.
Here you go. Claire.
Claire, okay. So we figured that out. She's not the catcher.
Still
Or I
could
guess
be.
she
Could
could-
she
I
still
guess
be?
she could still be the
CC
catcher.
Houston.
Yeah. But Claire Houston up to bat. Down 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Lauren wins that battle.
Lauren throwing a lot of strikes is a very good sign early.
That's right. Her first strikeout.
I told her when she left school today, she was walking down the hallway, just 3 simple words: strike, strike, strikes.
There you go.
It's a good starter.
Brings up Miller, number 15.
She's quite the athlete. All-state first team in basketball.
She was a great volleyball player. Shirley Tyler will remember that.
Yeah,
She could jump.
we're playing softball.
He likes to get off topic with sports here. You know that?
You brought up basketball.
Before it's football.
I'll worry about her in volleyball later.
And I would guess she
That
probably
is-
parlays that over to being a pretty good softball player, too.
I'm-
3-hole hitter, shortstop.
She is a natural athlete. Plenty talented. She's got bright future.
Going to SIUE to play softball.
Hit out to left field. Patterson gets it in. Holder to single.
Good job by Paisley to field that quick. And limit Miller, she's fast.
I believe this is their catcher.
Is it because she has
It
a
is
C in
not.
front of her name?
No. I thought the catcher was number 4. Is she
Anna
not?
Peters.
Anna Peters?
I don't know.
Oh. All right. Miller with just enough lead that Rachel's thinking about it. I would not be surprised to see a throw down here and maybe even toy with the delayed steal based on their coach.
Getting that big second lead, but no throw yet.
2 balls, no strikes here to Peters.
Low 4-3. The 3-0 pitch from White. Upstairs
It's gonna
for
be
ball 4. 2 on, 2 outs here for the Lady Panthers. Miller rope to left, and then a Peters walk.
See, what's going on is Lauren, she's elevating the mental game, and what she's doing is getting through the meat of the lineup so that next inning she's going to face 6, 7, 8. And
Then she can start the third with the 9-1-2, so you're right.
You know what I mean? So she's
Exactly
like, okay,
right.
let's walk this batter. I'm going to strike number 5 out, and then we're going to go in, and I'm going to be ahead of the game.
That's all credit to her.
See? Look at this. And she's got her down 0-2 right now. You know, she's just playing at another level is all. These girls don't know what's up.
Lauren told me she added a new pitch. I don't know if we'll see it today, though.
Screwball,
Drop ball.
drop ball. Pretty good pitch. That's a good miss out of Lauren. Keep it low.
Said she's thrown it 12 times and only 2 times it was in the zone.
Okay.
So we'll see if we get to see it tonight.
I'll tell you what, down 0-2 right there would have been a good time to use one. Waste a pitch. And another foul ball off the right field side. One ball, 2 strike count to Houston.
Miller at second, Peters at first.
And a changeup that's drilled to left center field. Rolls to the fence. That's going to score at least 2. Ball gets in.
Good decision there by Sophie to hold on to that one and keep the runner at second.
And quickly, with one swing of the bat, it's an even ball game.
Was that a part of the plan?
That was not part of the plan. That was a hanging changeup, and Houston jumped all over it. So still 2 outs.
And that pick off at third looms a little larger here for Western from the top of the first.
Ball 1 low to Venberlo, and we've got a dribbler to Brooklyn Stolte. She's going to pick it up and make the out to get us out of this first inning. But the damage was done by the Tigers, Panthers, whatever team we're playing.
I'm Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner at Ridgeline Sales Group LLC. Are you interested in buying or selling real estate? With over 100 years of combined managing broker experience, Ridgeline Sales Group has assembled a team that can help you with any of your real estate needs. From first-time homebuyers to seasoned farm investors, we represent buyers and sellers all across West Central Illinois, helping to make their real estate dreams come to life. Give us a call today at 217-285-5800 or jump on our website at ridgelinesalesgroup.com.
To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can review your game plan. Call 217-222-7173 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
All right. Back with you for the top of the second here as we play the Lady Panthers. I got
Well,
that.
my first question was going to be the central fill in the blanks for you.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm going to a trivia night and they say, what is the mascot?
You like trivia nights.
I do.
Found that out. Pitches
So-
upstairs to Woods.
Sometimes I get a little discombobulated. And
You know, I like trivia nights too. I really like them whenever people tell you that they're
when
canceled and they
actually
don't.
happen.
Well, and they,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good way to put it. Woods
And
hits
a
that
shot
one to
from
left center.
Allie goes to left center for a leadoff single from Allison Woods, bringing Briley Westfall to the plate.
She's the designated player today.
She is DPing, batting in place of the batter after Ellison Woods,
Would that be Alyssa Barres?
Alyssa Barres. Thanks.
Yeah. I just wanted to say it so you didn't call her a different last name. Than,
You know, I'm telling you, it's a struggle.
gets a piece
Fouled
of that
off.
one. It's a great day for softball compared to some of the climates that games have happened in.
Very true.
I can only speak on one of them. I think you guys could talk about another.
Yeah, both of them.
Briley looks at strike two. 2 pitches, 2 strikes to Briley Westfall here in the top of the second inning.
She's going to show bunt on the 0-2 count.
She
Bet you
that
$1 million
is
she
her
pulls it back.
sitting or that's her hitting style to keep her back and not ahead of the ball.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Every time you see her in the box, she will show bunt essentially and then pull back.
Well, you taught me something today.
That don't take much.
Peanut gallery chiming in down there.
Sorry, Reese.
And evens the count 2-2. We got speed on first. The ball in play puts her at third, I'd say, pretty quickly. And that won't do it. Out number 1 here in the second inning. That'll bring Paisley Patterson up to the plate. Freshman looking for her first varsity hit.
Grandma and Grandpa are down there cheering her on.
It's good.
First pitch to Patterson is a strike.
Looks at strike 1. We're not sure what's happening. Our third base coach is looking at our first base coach. Our batter's looking at third base coach. Nobody's looking. Nobody's wanting to make a call. That is a ball.
Ooh, she slid right into her cleat.
Ball
Stay
in
on
the
the
dirt,
base.
but Allie slides in safely to second base for a stolen base. Puts her in scoring position with 1 out here in the second.
A 1-1 count on Patterson. Woods now in scoring position. See if Western can take advantage. Swing and a miss on the 1-1
Swings
pitch.
through that one.
And she swings and misses at the 1-2 pitch, and that'll be 2 away here in the top of the second. Woods still at second. See if Western can avoid stranding their second runner in scoring position of the early evening so far.
Brooklyn comes up here in the second, 0 for 1. Reached on an error in the first, but scored. See if she can do something again. That would be nice. And changeup, well played by the catcher. Holman's doing a good job back there behind the plate.
It's an advantage of having Brooklyn here in the leadoff spot. Get her a couple extra ABs, potentially over the course of a season. That pitch is upstairs, and she's ahead 2-0. See that a lot nowadays in the professional levels of baseball and softball, putting your best hitters lead off compared to when it used to be right in the heart of the order. She goes upstairs and gets that one and hits it over the first base dugout foul. A lot of space in left center. From our point of view, it almost looks like the center fielder's shading to the right field side.
It looks that way. And that's going to be hit to second base and made for the third out of the inning. Stranding a runner on second base. We'll come back with you for the bottom half right after this.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan. Oh, come on, ref! That's simple human sense.
Give Devin at Gully and Heckler Insurance a call today at 217-335-2817. Let us stand between you and loss. Liberty Tax Service of Quincy, Hannibal, Pittsfield, and Macomb are proud supporters of TA Productions. Give them a call today at 217-224-2300 or stop by any of their locations.
All right, back in here with you. The bottom of half of the second inning. Twos across the board on the scoreboard.
Does that mean
Lauren
this
White.
count's going to get to 2 balls and 2 strikes?
I hope not.
Lauren might have something to say about that. Central did all their damage in the bottom of the first with 2 outs.
One count to Stevens, their pitcher.
Just missed. Umpire said that was up.
Two balls, 1 strike to Stevens.
Our outfield camera with him having that.
And we've got a foul ball not able to get to. That was quick.
Our outfield camera's not very good today.
Well, just
With that
happens to
batter's
be
eye.
happens to be right in line with where the second baseman traditionally stands. But with that wind fence out there,
Not a lot of options.
not a lot of things we could do. 2-2 pitch. Swinging strike 3 for her second strikeout of the game. Sits Stevens down and
It's a good way to
4
rebound.
pitches. Maybe 5.
I think it was 5.
We'll go with 5. Brings Allison to the plate. Braisley Allison. And quickly down, 1 strike.
She's got 2 first names. Or 2 first names. I had to think for a second. It's like, did I say that wrong? It's low. One count on Allison. And that's up, down, up. I think this one's going to be a
Strike.
hard strike right down the middle.
And a play down to third. Brenly fields it clean and makes the throw. And Brooklyn, what
Picked
a
it
play
up
by
quick.
her.
Yeah, she didn't field it cleanly and then picked it up off the ground. Great awareness and recognition by her. It's a throw that I don't think Brindley's too used to making from the third base
No,
spot.
that's her first play from third base. Maybe, well, probably in her high school career.
I think she played in a couple innings there last year.
Did
Does
she?
that sound right, Anthony?
I believe so.
I knew primarily
little
she
bit,
played
but yeah.
short, but
Yeah, not very much. I think they were, every once in a while they would switch them. They're short and third.
You're right. I
depending
think
on
it was
who was
her
hitting.
and Carly, maybe.
Yeah.
and a good bunt played by Lauren. She throws down. Brooklyn makes the catch, sets them down in order to get out of this second inning. We'll keep it 2-2 here going into the third inning. We're going to have top of the order up.
This broadcast powered by Tiger Hawk Technologies, empowering your business with reliable IT solutions.
Drake's Steak and Ale in Hannibal is the ultimate destination for steak lovers, serving the best tender, juicy fillets and hearty, savory ribeyes. Our talented chefs will prepare each entree to your liking. We offer an extensive menu and a full-service bar for your enjoyment. We also offer catering service for corporate events, weddings, or intimate gatherings. Come dine with us. Our hours are Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 8, Friday, 11 to 9, and Saturday, 2 to 9.
Back in the top of the third, Western's two-hole hitter, Lauren White, is going to lead off. I believe I was informed she had a triple in her first
She did.
plate appearance.
Yeah, she fell behind 0-2 and then hit a triple.
To right center field last time. And
That was a changeup that
I'm going to say that's a ball.
the changeup that didn't change.
No.
The 1-0 pitch to White.
And just outside.
Wow. Looked pretty good from our angle.
No kid.
Really did.
Tight zone.
Which we don't really have the best angle. Talking about Carly, she's here.
Well,
Yeah, look at that. Spoke it into existence.
Yeah.
1-1 pitch, swinging foul ball. Straight back out of Lauren White. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Maybe Lauren's going to try to hit for the cycle today.
Well, she's got one of the harder ones out of the way.
I don't know if you
And
if you're
strike
aware, but
2.
the Cubs had a guy do that earlier this season. I'm not sure if the
That was,
Cardinals have had one.
actually, a
but
former Cardinal. They taught him how to do that.
formal
Carson Kelly.
Yeah. 10 years ago,
You
wasn't it?
guys are just tanking against the Sacramento A's. The 2-2 pitch to White is skied towards the first base dugout. Coach Reneker gets out of the way, and the first baseman makes a play on it.
First out of the inning.
Brings up
After-
Brinley.
I'll tell you, after an exciting first inning, everybody seems to have settled in
Yeah,
just a
right
little
in
bit.
order.
And
You know, I heard a very good key to the game today from Brinley. She said it should be a good game. Camp point's good, but if we lock in, and I quote, lock in, we'll be fine.
I like it.
She fouls the first pitch off the backstop behind 0-1. And watches that one bounce into the catcher's mitt. A 1-1 count for McQuay. And she is out in front of that pitch. That was low and falls behind 1-2. She'll have to battle back in the count. Man, it just makes my body hurt every time they swing that bat and let it hit him in the back. God. The 1-2 pitch. She fouls that
Fouls
one
off.
off too. Nearly the identical spot from the first pitch. That means she's on the ball, right?
That does.
Got a runner on base here for McMullen if McQuay can reach. She sits
She
back
waits
on
back.
that.
And pops it up to the second baseman. For out number 2.
I've got a really good nickname I'm going to unleash sometime before the end of the season ends for Rachel and Brinley batting, or Brinley and Rachel batting back to back. I just need the right time to do it.
Okay.
I'm guessing you guys can probably get a good idea where I'm going with it based on names, but it's fouled onto the football field.
Running down the track.
That's actually, yes.
That runs faster than Colin Forbes thinks he runs.
And it's running backwards around the track. That makes
All right,
sense.
pitch number 2. That's going to be out to right field. She settles under it, makes the catch to end this inning as quick as it got started. We'll be back with the bottom half of the third right after this.
Central State Bank is a proud supporter of Western Wildcat Athletics. With locations in Kinderhook, Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Quincy, and Clayton, Central State Bank is central to your banking needs. Stop in or visit us online at csb123.com. Go Wildcats! Keep your car or light truck running at its best. Head for Nomad Services at 325 Vermont in Quincy. Nomad Services Incorporated is a full-service automotive repair shop specializing in automotive and light truck repair and service. Whether it's that check engine light, an electrical problem, steering, suspension, or climate control, give them a call today at 217-430-6170 or visit Nomad Services at 325 Vermont in Quincy.
All right, back here in the bottom half of the third with Carly Peters leading off for the Panthers.
It's another all-state basketball player, honorable mention.
Whole team's all-staters. And pitch 1 is drilled dead center field right over Lauren's head.
Good thing we didn't specify what sport an all-stater in.
Yeah, and now
Obstruction on the first
got
base.
obstruction on first baseman.
Well, this poll had other words on me
Oh,
seeing
no,
it.
he's bringing her
And
back. Yeah, and that's a heads up base running play. Anytime you get obstruction, always try to advance.
Yeah.
I mean, he made the right call back here by saying you weren't going to go there anyway.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, especially when there's a lot of crazy stuff happening,
I didn't see
you
it.
get the
Did-
base.
Did she just turn?
Brooklyn
and run
was just
into
standing in the way. Yeah. Brings up
Man.
Claire Houston.
That's the catcher, Houston, right? See, Houston? I'm messing with you. It's not the catcher.
Center fielder.
1-0 pitch to her.
And popped up short right field. Allison gets there quickly, makes the catch. Out number 1 in the books. That's one of those I'd like to see a heads-up play and throw behind the runner at first.
Yeah,
I mean, they're going
we didn't have
half-
anybody on first base, but
Yeah.
if Brooklyn would have been on her base, they'd have had her.
Yeah. One out here to
I think Maya's
everybody
gonna.
watching.
Yep, there she goes.
To Lauren Miller.
She laced one to left her first time up. Ooh, made me jump.
And strike 2 back to the backstop. I bet. Was this the one that she hung a curveball on?
This was,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
And hit on a line to left.
Yeah. I bet you don't see a changeup. At least I wouldn't throw her one. I'd throw her a high fastball right about her shoulders. That's just me. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lauren Miller.
Carly Peters at first.
There was
Way
the
out
off
front. That-
speed.
That base
That
is
is-
off.
Base was occupied, but they're going to take second on it.
Yeah, that runner's out.
But a good heads-up play by Lauren just to,
See if the umpires were sleeping.
yeah. Well, and maybe they make a errant throw. I
Sure.
mean, it should be a
Right.
dead ball.
A lot
but-
of times, catcher picks that up, throws on down to first,
Yeah.
just because they don't realize. And I'm sure you'd fool
but
Rachel
that
with
is
that.
the second out of the inning.
But a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. They took advantage of that in the first inning.
Anna Peters is up.
And And ball 2 to Anna Peters.
Good play by Rachel to keep that in front of her.
Anna had a single her first time. No, she took a walk. Drew a walk her first time up.
And strike 1 to Anna Peters.
I don't know if you guys saw the stat about the evolution of catchers. It's 97% of MLB catchers, and obviously we're playing softball. 97% of catchers play off of one knee now instead of squat.
Really?
Yep. It's just they say it's a quicker pop time from it. You can push off that knee in the ground. Obviously, no relation here.
And foul ball almost takes out their coach. If I had known that in high school, I would not have so many knee problems.
You're a catcher?
I was.
Wow.
What's that supposed to mean?
No, I'm just going to let you decide.
Wow, it's like he didn't have you pegged to be a catcher.
I know.
I thought you were a shortstop. That's
No.
usually.
I'm just.
She's going to take her.
And
Anna
a
Peters is going to take her
2-out
second walk.
Brings up Gwen Houston, number 8.
She had the RBI double, 2 RBI double, right?
I believe so.
Rachel keeps that one in front of her. A 1-0 pitch. Inside, 4-2. 2 runners on, 2 outs for the Lady Panthers. Gonna poke another one to the outfield, this time to right field. Woods gets in front of it, comes up firing to her cutoff, and to Dixon. Dixon will fire back into White, but it is good for an RBI. And Houston's got all 3 Lady Panther RBIs so far. Done it to both sides of the field, to left, to right. And more 2-out damage for the Lady Panthers. White gets that call on a close pitch. That RBI puts the Panthers ahead 3-2 in the third. White has her way behind on that one. And quickly ahead 0-2. Trying to escape with minimal harm.
I'll tell you, Rachel's got the out at first if they want to try to make a play with 2 outs here.
Fouled off
She
the
is
backstop.
Getting a healthy lead
She
at
is.
first. It's Trusted Pro.
Sophie, her first game is short. Man, is she far into the hole. Look at that. I mean, she's almost.
She is way
Yeah.
down there.
Out on the grass.
She's way to the left.
Pitch is low. It's not too far from that spot that she got the call on strike 1. I mean, she's kind of cracking me up how far she is over there. Brindley's almost on the
deep.
line, and
Yeah.
I guess they're planning her to be a pull hitter. And swings through strike 3 to get out of the inning, holding them to 1 run, but that is enough to take the lead 3-2. We'll be right back with you to start the 4th inning.
Hi, I'm JR. This is Tiger Hawk.
From phone to email to covering your IT department, Tiger Hawk is here to fulfill Quincy's IT needs. In a digitally evolving world, your IT and security must be top of mind. Tiger Hawk is here to prioritize and manage these spaces for you. But don't take my word for it.
Tiger Hawk Technologies to me means our IT is taken care of and we have peace of mind sleeping at night. The one thing I love about Tiger Hawk is I can get a hold of somebody 24/7, 365 and get our problem solved immediately.
Are you interested in buying or selling real estate? Megan Wilson, your local agent with Hometown Real Estate and Pioneer Land Sales, can help. Call her today at 217-257-9401.
All right, top of the fourth inning here. We've got Emma, the difference maker, Dixon coming to the
No,
plate.
it was Dixon, the difference maker.
Okay.
You got it backwards.
Dixon, the difference maker, Emma.
That game feels like a lifetime ago.
It does.
She drew a walk her first time up.
Takes ball one high from Stevens.
Do you like the pinstripe uniforms?
I like the
Dixon pops that one behind
second
first.
baseman makes the play right behind the first baseman. I like the jerseys. I'm not a huge fan of the white pants.
That's my thought too. I think the pinstripes would look great with pinstripe pants.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe next year.
They look sharp. Don't get me wrong. I'm being nitpicky at this point. I like them. Sophie with the shot right back up the middle for a single.
That looked like that was just all upper body. She engages that lower half.
Brings Allison Woods to the plate. Took one to right field last time, I believe.
It's Allison, but she is 1 for 1 with a single. It just hadn't
I
updated.
believe it was to right field. Either way, she had a hit. She is 1 for 1. And we've got a dribbler back to the pitcher. Sophie gets out. Allison Leach on a fielder's choice. 2 outs here in the fourth inning.
Good little play there by their pitcher. Come up firing. And probably a better decision by Miller there to not throw down to first as Woods was in there with ease. And
I'm old school. I want to see Sophie slide in, take her out. And a little pop up to the second baseman, makes the catch. She's been busy this
on those little flares too.
A lot of them. That is a quick inning here for the top of the fourth. We'll be back with you to see the bottom half right after this.
Barry Dental Care is the answer to all your dental needs. From fillings to root canals or denture work, they have you taken care of. They also offer orthodontic work. Give them a call today at 217-335-2397 to schedule your appointment.
Are you in the market for a new home but can't find what you want? A&D Builders has been designing and building custom homes since 2004. They are also your local installer for in-ground pools. Give them a call today at 217-440-5930 for all your building needs.
All right, back up here. Bottom of the fourth, Lauren White still on the mound. Stevens, the opposing pitcher in the batter's box, fouls off first pitch.
When you say you're all right to start the inning, how many eyes do you envision are in that all right?
What?
So when you start the inning with all right, how many eyes are?
I got you. I was like, I don't know.
0-1, White ahead.
At least 3.
At least 3.
Yeah. And ball one in the dirt.
Bounced it into McMullen's glove.
1 ball, 1 strike to Stevens. And we've got a ball to Brenly. Fielded throw. Catch made by Brooklyn on first for the out.
That was a really natural play by Brenly there.
It was. She looks right at home at third base.
Good play. Come up firing.
Fielding the hot corner.
She's definitely got the arm to be a third baseman.
Oh, absolutely. And
Gonna
we're
get
going to see
another
it again.
That's a foul.
No, he called it a fair ball. Makes the catch. Out number 2. That was a very, very close play.
Call.
I mean, obviously, we are up the line just a little bit, and so the umpire
I'll take it.
does have the best vantage point, and that was probably a judgment call on his point.
Cam Point found out that she's new at third, and said, we'll see how many we can hit here to you.
Yeah.
2 in a row. How about 3?
Hey, keep hitting to her.
Little dribbler here.
Little slap hitter coming
right to her.
Well, that one's not
gonna.
That one gets thrown away. Tracked down by Woods.
Good backup by Allison Woods to keep her to second.
We got what we asked for. 3 straight.
We
Hit
did.
there. Threw that one a little bit
All right.
towards second.
Brings up the top of the lineup for the Panthers with a runner in scoring position.
Got somebody you want up with a runner in scoring position. Carly Peters, she torched that ball to center in the third. Misses up.
What do you think, 4 in a row?
4 in a row?
4 in a row to Brindley? I think she...
It's going to be a hot shot if she gets one here from
Yes,
Peters.
it is.
That gives her more time to throw. No big deal. Straight up.
How about McMullen?
And makes the catch for out number 3. Get us out of this inning. She gets a good job from the umpire. But sits him down with no runs scored on 1 hit. We'll be right back with you.
Lister Auction Service does estate, consignment, and real estate auctions. Contact Bob or Megan today for all your auction needs.
All right, 5th inning incoming here.
Patterson leading off for the Lady Wildcats. The Suns made an appearance.
Bet you $1 she doesn't bunt.
She is fast.
She is. She's sneaky fast, I like to
Sneaky
say.
fast.
She doesn't look like she's moving real fast, but she's got them long legs.
Yeah, and she's figured out how to use them. I
Yeah.
mean, stride, she has definitely picked up her speed.
Get
Back to Emma.
Nice play by her. After she muffed it originally, comes back up and throws to first to retire Patterson. She always been no batting gloves?
Yep.
Were you no batting gloves?
I definitely wasn't a 2 batting glove guy.
Nah, it's worse than no batting gloves.
Why?
You
1?
can't make a decision. You're indecisive when you have 1.
No, I only needed 1 on the bottom hand.
Ah.
Kind of like golf.
I wore 2 because I look cool.
Yeah, I wasn't worried about looks. more worried about results.
That
1
first
ball,
pitch.
no. You don't know what to say now.
Nah.
Reese is all about looks.
0-2 to Brooklyn Star.
I was the same guy that wore the shooting sleeve and knee pads too.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. They should have never invented knee pads for guys basketball.
And a hard hit to shortstop. Bobbled. That's going to be enough to get her on base. Misses the throw. It goes to the fence. She turns.
That was a good choice.
And
Glad she came back. When she committed to second there, I thought she was going to stop for a second.
Yeah, you staying there after you make that turn, they can tag you out.
You see that happen at all levels quite a bit, where they make
You'll
that.
see it in MLB at the highest level.
Turn those shoulders the wrong way, and you're fair game.
Lauren White coming up. Got a triple under her belt so far this game. Be a good time for another one. High, ball 1.
One on, one out for the Lady Wildcats. Heart of the order up. Brooklyn kind of daring her to throw behind.
I know it. Try to generate some activity here. Maybe a throwing error, fielding error to put her on second.
Upstairs. Stolte's going to dive back in. She was safe by step and a half.
And just like that,
Well, that worked out.
Just like we said, manufacture some.
I'm not sure that
some
her
base
and
running.
Sean weren't talking, and Sean pushed her
off
the
the
base, is what I saw, and I'm not sure that's allowed.
It's definitely not allowed.
If somebody would have seen that,
Because he
he definitely pushed her.
most assuredly, because they were talking. Neither one of them initially saw the play. And get out of play, and that will.
And it'll stay inside the track, so we don't.
Maya is going
Maya
to be
doesn't
happy
have-
about that one. And she's disappointed she didn't get to get that one. Two count to White, runner in scoring position. Trade passes with her, that'd be an effective strategy.
And a good cut
And
from
wow.
Lauren straight back.
Poor Maya had just got in.
She is all over that one.
A race for the foul balls. White stays alive on that swing.
What is behind? Okay, I was just looking on the ground. I'm like, what is it that's back there on the ground? Catcher dropped something.
What is it?
I don't know. I couldn't tell. Still a 2-2 count here to Lauren. And that
was foul. Yeah, that was the.
I mean, at this point, we want it to be fair, but it is a foul ball.
That was about the same ball that.
That has
Yeah,
some interesting
It did.
spin, and
And McQuay's going up to
Oh.
bat. Look, she's like, I'm going to bat.
Nobody noticed. Just let her hit. Lauren was way out in front of that pitch, though, and dribbled it down and ended up at first, but called back. That was actually a good thing because now she's going to hammer one to left. She's going to be on,
if I'm
on
pitcher,
speed.
I'm throwing off speed once again. She was so far out in front of that one.
Probably would have had more success there if they'd listened to you.
Well, you never know.
3-2.
Full count. Hit and run.
Should have called for the hit and run. You'd had a run. Brooklyn holds up. White will
Excellent
be on
base,
second.
base running by Lauren.
She never even
And that was a
stopped.
no-doubter.
She
I mean,
just-
she did not break stride. Brown in first. She was thinking two all the way.
Lots of two runners in scoring position, less than 2 outs for your three-hitter. Capitalize.
Hit and run would have tied the game, Reese.
They would listen to you.
I'm
Man,
telling you.
Did you give Lauren a double on that?
I think that's a single with an
I
advance.
would-
Just
Yeah.
Agree.
Advance on a throw.
yeah.
Does Tyler have a piece of gum?
That one
And
bounced-
off speed.
That bounced about 6 feet in front of the plate.
Yeah, that was about a 38-footer.
What is the distance in softball?
45.
45.
Or is it 48 at high school?
It's 43, but you were
43? See, I don't know anything.
I like how you sounded
you
smart to try to reassure
Yeah,
yourself.
If you'd have just kept giving options.
That's going to get
And
down
that's
a
going to
little
get down.
flatter. McQuay's
That'll
at the
score
right
at least one.
They're going to send White.
No, they
No,
are
they're not. I have a pole in front of me.
And she's back in safe. Good dive back in from Lauren.
Another good base running on the part of Brinley McQuay to end up at second.
So
I'll
I
tell
have this pole in front of me. I could see her go, and then the pole took over. Couldn't
Yeah.
see. I just assumed she was still going.
Yeah.
Instead, she
I'll tell
returned.
you, Lauren has spent a lot of time in the dirt so far this game.
Her uniform's telling her that, too.
Yeah.
Sure, her mom's going to be excited about that.
All right, we got it.
But that one out single by Brinley will tie the game at 3. Still one out with runners on second and third with a dangerous hitter up to bat in Rachel McMullen.
And that wasn't one she necessarily hit too hard. She just put it in the right
Nope.
spot. And that's better than hitting it hard most times. Put it where nobody is.
That's the name
When
of
you
the
hit it hard,
game.
you might hit it where somebody is. You're gonna throw behind
Another-
White again. She's.
I'll tell you. She really
I think they're just trying to wear her down so she's tired on the mound.
That could be.
I think one of you two had that thought earlier in the season about
I had said
somebody.
something about that. But keep throwing down. And change up in the dirt.
Again, 2 runners in scoring position, less than 1 out. Your 4-hole hitter up.
Be nice to see Rachel get a hold of one on this at bat.
Takes that in. They'll throw behind Lauren again.
Another throw down.
I'm starting to think you might have a correct theory here.
I mean, you
And I
never
mean-
know.
Other than when they did pick Rachel off, these other couple haven't been that close.
No. There was a couple close ones the first time that she was on.
That's a good take there from Rachel.
White, that is. Yeah, it was. And that's a close pitch. Not one you want to see taken down 0-2.
No.
But when you're up 2-1, you can take that one.
It's the same pitch, and she takes it again.
That'll be a walk, bringing potentially
the who up?
The difference maker, Dixon, up to plate.
This looks awfully similar to a spot she was up in last week.
Who was that? Who were playing that?
That was Pleasant Hill.
That was Pleasant Hill, yeah.
She fouls that one off the top of the backstop. Base is juiced. 1 out. Top 5. Trios all around.
At this point, they say just put it in the grass and it'll score a run.
I'd say put it into the... I
cannot
find the word. What's the windshield of a car? That's the word I was looking for. Windshield.
I'd like to see that.
I mean, that would be neat.
Struggling to find that word.
Depending on what car. Put it in the back of that truck.
Next time we come up here, we're sitting out there. We're backing up and sitting out there.
That'd be okay.
That's where we did it in West Hancock. That was
She's
very
down
nice.
0-2. Fouls that one straight back, so she is still alive.
Reneker on deck. I'd love to see Sophie hit with nobody on and Dixon on second.
Well, I don't know how you do that with nobody on with Dixon on second. Like, do you just mean only Dixon on second?
Yep, that is. Somebody had to say something.
Okay. I was just making sure I understood what you were saying.
Let me rephrase that. I'd like to see her hit with Dixon on second and us up 3.
Is
that better?
Okay.
Is that better?
I
Okay.
like that a lot
Thanks.
better, yeah. That was a good at bat there. Just to stay alive. She was well out in front of that off speed and just kind of tapped it foul, putting the bat on the ball. Ooh.
Takes that one upstairs. That was about the 6th floor where that one was. If the second floor is the strike zone, that was about floor 6.
Okay.
That one earlier was about floor 9.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And first base is occupied.
That's going to be the
that
end
is going to be
the
out
end of the
number
inning.
3. That is a extreme mental
Yep.
error by the coach.
Yep. You gotta know first base is occupied.
Either 1, lost track of how many outs we had, or 2, didn't realize first base was occupied, but that'll be a double play. Strike them out, tag them out at home. We'll be back with you.
This broadcast powered by Tiger Hawk Technologies, empowering your business with reliable IT solutions.
The Place offers Lotus drinks, hand-dipped ice creams, milkshakes, and much more. They are located on the corner of Mortimer and Decatur Street in Barrie. TA Productions would like to thank Bushmeyer Farms, Milky's Place, Western Collision Center, The Puppy Parlor, and Tacos Tequila for being sponsors of today's broadcast.
All right, bottom of the 5th. We tied it up there, 3-3. Left 3 runners on, and a unfortunate double play to end it.
It's one of those that can't count as an error, physically, mentally, whatever, but it sure feels like one. A mental error.
It's definitely a mental error.
I think it went in the scorebook as a strikeout and a caught stealing.
Caught stealing. And we've got a play to Emma.
Well, a little bit of backspin on it.
And that had some interesting spin. She makes a good play on it, gets the out at first.
Lauren picking right up where she left off at in the bottom of the 4th. Outside of that one hit.
And, under the glove of Brindley McQuay for at least a single. Paisley coming up firing. Emma can't make the catch at second. She'll slide in for a double with one out.
She knew she was going to end up at second when she hit that ball. Runner in scoring position now for the 4-hole hitter. Is this Houston?
It is.
And a line drive up the middle. That's going to be to dead center field. Bar Eyes comes up with it, but that will score a go-ahead run for the Panthers.
That went from a little ground out, weakly hit ground out to second and thinking we were in business to 2 swings and
a run scored.
Points winning.
And that sun feels fantastic.
And a pop-up, I don't know where it went. Okay. Man. And you know what? That's the kind of stuff that happens after you have a mental mistake with the bases loaded and one out.
Yep.
The inning before, or in the top half of an inning. Against a team like this that is competing, can't make those kind of mistakes.
Oh, that Camp Point just breeds winners too. I mean, they're going to take advantage of something like that every time. They win at everything, well, for the most part.
Easy there.
Well, they did beat us in basketball twice.
Oh, got her. What a throw by Rachel McMullen.
Great throw.
And I'll tell you what, it may not look like it, but that was an excellent play by Lauren White not to try to catch the ball. She initially was going to catch it like it was throwing back to her and let it go through, and obviously a good play by Sophie to pick it up out of the dirt and make the out.
Did she? I think she beat the throw there. Did she just kind of die?
I
think
her
so. Slide just died?
I think so.
That's what it looked like to me. Like her hand just didn't get there.
That'll be a put out for McMullen from behind the plate. Give us second out of this bottom of the fifth.
Our field umpires had a busy day with a lot of close calls.
He has.
That's what you sign up for as a field umpire, though, instead of just walking around and watching people walk around the bases. Fouled
off to run the count full. Houston, full count with nobody on. 2 outs here in the fifth. And we're going to see a play off the glove of Renneker. Can't make it. She gets the ball back into the infield. Hold her to a single.
I couldn't tell.
If you're keeping the book, is that a hit or an error, folks?
I think that's a hit. But
do you?
I would give it a. I don't know. I think it was hit hard enough that
it was given an error.
It was given an error.
I would
give it an error.
I could see it either way. I don't disagree with it being an error. She got a lot of glove on it.
I just think it's hit hard enough in the way she was lunging that.
True.
That it's not my definition of an error is the failure to make a routine play, and I just don't think that's a routine play. 1-1 count here.
If they would have called it a hit, I wouldn't have argued with that either. I think that was one that could have been either way.
That was, I think, right off the knee.
That's probably the third baseman that keeps tagging her every time they throw down.
That brings up the pitcher, Emma Stevens.
At least it's not really cold out, and it doesn't sting all too bad.
I'll tell you, a ball off the
right
bone, above the knee.
One of the worst spots.
It hurts anytime. On that outside part of your leg, it doesn't feel good. Still 2 outs here in the fifth. Stevens up to bat. Ball in the dirt. We've got runners going halfway.
I can only imagine how bad Rachel wants to throw down there behind the runner at second.
Yeah.
With Dixon covering.
Obviously, they're very aware of her ability as a catcher.
Wow.
That is an excellent pitch. It just misses. I think any other catcher in the area, that ball that in the dirt bounces off of her even a little bit, they're running.
What a glove play by Lauren.
What a play by Lauren.
That was all reaction time. Reached out, picked it, and threw on to first for the out to retire the Lady Panthers.
Panthers score a run to go up 4-3. We'll be back in the 6th inning right after this.
Central State Bank is a proud supporter of Western Wildcat athletics. With locations in Kinderhook, Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Quincy, and Clayton, Central State Bank is central to your banking needs. Stop in or visit us online at csb123.com. Go Wildcats!
All right, top of the sixth, Sophie Reneker leading off.
Well, the umpire just told Sophie that the wind's blowing out, and she gets one up there, it's going to go. So
the umpire told her
I'm
that?
not kidding you. I just told her that.
Wow, okay.
That's why I had my headset off to listen to that.
All right, well, I'm cheering for the Wildcats apparently.
Well, I don't think it was. I think he was just objectively stating.
He's just trying to get her to swing hard.
With her whole body.
Ball 2 to Sophie. Hitters count 2-0. Stevens definitely doesn't want to go down 3-0.
See Sophie engage her lower body and really hammer one. Way ahead.
3-0 count. She looking?
Yeah, you're taken. You're down. You're taken. But I guess it is one swing. Doesn't matter.
No. And a 4-pitch walk for Sophie Reneker to lead off the 6th inning. Bring Allison Woods into the box. She's 1 for 2 on the day. Single in the 1st inning.
I got a feeling she's going to be bunting.
Maybe the 2nd inning. I do too, as does the 3rd baseman if you're looking at her.
Got a piece of it. Bunted foul.
Bunted foul. 4, strike number 1.
If I was the 3rd baseman, I think I might be 2 more steps.
I would start walking in now because, well, never mind why, but I would.
Nope, pulls it back.
Oh,
good thing she
off
did.
her glove, and it's
that is
fair.
a fair ball. So that's going to put Sophie on 3rd. Allison with a stand-up double.
It's a good thing she didn't come walking in. Allison hammered that one down the 3rd base line.
There was some controversy there from the Panther side. The ball was hit by the player, by the 3rd baseman, into foul territory.
Yeah, and she was
which
in
does make it a
her
fair
her
ball.
whole body was in fair territory when she touched it. I think she might have been trying to get out of the way with how hard it was hit.
Maybe. Briley Westfall up to bat. Swings at first pitch. Fouled straight back. So we've got nobody out here in the top of the 6th.
Got to take advantage. And that was one of our keys a couple games ago, the bottom of the lineup starting to hit, and this is a great opportunity.
And
swings and misses on that 0-1 pitch.
Strike 2 to Briley.
I like how she opens the gate when she talks as if
Yeah.
the gate's blocking sound.
Well, those gates are soundproof.
Oh, I wasn't
Yep.
aware of that. Thanks.
It's a new kind of gate. Disregard all the airspace between the chain link. If you open it up, the sound travels better. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Briley. And strike 3 swinging out of Briley Westfall. Paisley Patterson coming up to the plate. Have a chance to do several firsts as a varsity softball player. Could get her first at bat, her first RBI.
This is one where our runners have got to be aware. If she hits one in the infield, they cannot just go on contact. They have got to, especially something to the pitcher or right to 3rd or 1st.
Takes ball 1 outside.
I think a little bloop over Miller's head at short would do wonders.
That would be okay, wouldn't it?
Swings at the 1-0 pitch. Comes up empty.
At this point, contact would be good. Like, let's make some contact, kid. And she's going to be bunting here. Oh. Bunted foul.
She was way through the base, though. By the time they touched it, that did somehow roll back fair. Get blown back. Ran it out.
Down 1-2 here.
You can tell where Camp Point's going if this ball's put in play. Look how shallow their infield is. They're all within. And that just, again, if the ball is hit on the ground, you have got to freeze. 2-2 count to Paisley. Takes it low.
And
good decision from Sophie. I don't think that she was getting there.
No. I don't think so either. Didn't have big enough lead.
Full
count.
Hey, good call there.
Look at that.
3-2. I was hoping you were going to do that too.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh, gosh, kid.
And they throw behind Reneker at third. She's in safely, but Patterson goes down swinging, and that's going to bring Brooklyn up second and third with 2 outs. Western had second and third with no outs. Can they get those 2 runners in? Reneker at third, Woods at second.
Brooklyn looking for her first hit on the day. Not a better time.
Big spot for her. That was the old 24-foot pitch.
I think Brooklyn's reached on air twice. Does that sound right to you? She definitely did in the first inning.
Yes.
She has scored 2 runs. She's come across the plate
The other
twice.
one was the ground ball to second that Miller fumbled.
Okay.
Or short, I mean. She swings at that one upstairs. It was a good pitch. Never had a chance unless she started her swing when the ball left her hand. High heat goes a long way. 1-1 pitch to Brooklyn. But she pops foul over the Western dugout, and she's behind 1-2, has to protect. Cannot strand second and third. The 1-2 pitch. She's way out in front. Hits it right in the middle. That's going to do the job all the way to center. Woods is going to score with ease. Stolte rounds first, stays there, and Western has the lead on the Stolte RBI single up the middle. Western leads 5-4. Wow, she just kind of extended her arms out and tapped it back up the middle. And it works.
It works.
That's a good time for a hit.
Just put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and good things happen.
And man, was Camp Point close to getting out of that jam. Had her 2 strikes. And all of a sudden, Western's back in front. And they're not out of business yet with 2-3-4. Still behind. I guess there are 2 outs, though. They're going to throw behind Brooklyn again. She is in with ease. She's got to be getting a little annoyed. And I think she is. Who'd she look at like that? Was that back towards the pitcher?
And pop up to first, and she makes the play in foul territory to get out number 3 and get out of the inning. We'll be back with you after this.
Great Rivers Bank offers a totally free checking account without a monthly minimum balance and no service fees. Share the joy of free checking with friends and family, and when they open a new account, you both earn free gifts. You can refer your friends and family now at refergreatriversbank.com. Our current gift is an Everest Journey backpack. Great Rivers Bank will buy back unused checks and debit cards, up to $10 from previous accounts. For more information, visit our website at www.greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Whether you need just 1 load of rock for your driveway or many more for your farm or business, Lumley Trucking is the answer for all your rock hauling needs. Give Mark at Lumley Trucking a call at 217-473-4006.
First pitch by White, right past the hitter. Is this the seven-hole hitter or 8?
This is the 8, Braisley Allison.
White ahead 0-2. I think she's taking out some frustration of that pop out on Braisley Allison. If Western could go, and I'll save that thought for after this pitch, which White dispatches of Allison on 3 pitches. Quick and efficient. If Western could put down the 8-9-1, that cuts off Peters from being due up in the 7th, which would be massive if you could start the inning with her without her usual on-base presence. Our slap bunter here. Their slap bunter here.
Addison Mace.
Oh, off the glove of White, straight to Dixon. She comes up firing to Stolte at
And
first.
a great play by Emma to back up Lauren and make the play to get her out at first.
And a quick 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th.
I'll tell you one thing. She does not miss the ball when she swings. What was her last name?
Mace.
Mace. She
Yep.
does not. When she decides to swing, I think every time she swung, she's hit today. Brings Carly Peters up with 2 outs, and she grounds one to McQuay at third and gets under the glove and into left field. And that will put Peters on with 2 outs. Patterson fires it back into the infield.
That'll be the 4th error on the Wildcats.
This game?
This game.
Oh. All right. Well, 2 outs here in the 6th. 1-run ball game. And that is going to advance the runner.
And all of a sudden, there's a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Camp Point's capitalized a lot so far in these opportunities.
They have. They have made them count.
Their biggest one so far.
Ooh,
off the
helmet of Houston. She comes out smiling, though. She must be okay.
That's why we wear them. That's
Yeah.
going to bring in Miller, though, with 2 on, 2 outs, and she has hit earlier in the situation.
She is 1 for 3 on the day.
A dangerous, dangerous hitter. The SIUE basketball commit, big spot here. And she hits that one to Reneker at second, who fields it, goes across the diamond to Stolte.
To get the
puts
out.
her away. Great play by Sophie. She had the easy little force in front of her. She said, nope, I'm going across the
I'll
diamond.
just take the throw.
And retires her. We're going to go to the top of the 7th. Western leading 5-4 here after 6 innings of play. They'll have their 3-4-5 due up.
I'm Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner at Ridgeline Sales Group LLC. Are you interested in buying or selling real estate? With over 100 years of combined managing broker experience, Ridgeline Sales Group has assembled a team that can help you with any of your real estate needs. From first-time homebuyers to seasoned farm investors, we represent buyers and sellers all across West Central Illinois, helping to make their real estate dreams come to life. Give us a call today at 217-285-5800 or jump on our website at ridgelinesalesgroup.com.
To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can review your game plan. Call 217-222-7173 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Top 7, Western leading 5-4. McQuay, the 3-hitter, McMullen, the 4-hitter, and Dixon, the 5-hitter, due up.
This has been a great back and forth game. See if Western can't hold on to this 1-run lead.
That's going to be a pop up to first base.
Right behind first base, the second baseman.
It's another one of those plays you've been talking about. The second baseman's been busy with. Just
I mean, she's
floating.
been all over there.
Who is that Peters at second?
It is.
Carly Peters. It's a dynamic middle of the infield.
Rachel McMullen looking for her first hit of the game. I believe she's got 2 walks and 0 for 1. Like to see a fastball about belt high inside, and she turns on one.
A really good pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike to Rachel.
A 1-1 to Rachel. She wants a
That is a hard pitch to short. That was a good play.
Miller says, Sophie, I saw you make a really nice play. I'm going to do it too. That one was a little easier, though.
I think so.
And a little less stressful. Wasn't first and second with 2 outs. But a great play nonetheless by Miller. That was hit really hard.
Now to bring up Dixon.
Brinley. Emma Dixon. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I do have a tumor.
Well, that escalated.
And that is going to be straight up for the catcher, Homer, and makes the catch, flips the ball.
Aggressively.
Adjusts herself. We're going to be
going to the bottom of the 7th. Western still leading 5-4. Can they put the Lady Panthers away and secure another win on the young season?
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref.
That's simple human sense.
Give Devin at Gully and Heckler Insurance a call today at 217-335-2817. Let us stand between you and loss. Liberty Tax Service of Quincy, Hannibal, Pittsfield, and Macomb are proud supporters of TA Productions. Give them a call today at 217-224-2300 or stop by any of their locations.
Anna Peters going to lead off for the Lady Panthers in the bottom of the 7th.
There are 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up. And fouled straight back from Anna.
That was off Rachel's face mask. Lauren ahead 0-1.
Outfield playing sort of short. I don't know what to think, but they've got a beat on her. I think she's about 2 for 3 on the day, isn't she? Or 3 for 3?
She has hit the ball hard.
She is 1 for 1 with 2 walks.
Okay, 2 walks.
Well,
So that's what got me confused.
She hit
She's on
the
base
ball
every
hard.
time.
White behind 2-1. That pitch is flared to Brooklyn at first. She's there to make the play, and there's 1 retired in the bottom of the 7th.
Number 1.
Brings up their best hitter on the day, Gwen Houston.
You weren't wrong about having a beat on her. Brooklyn didn't have to move to catch that ball.
No. This girl has put the ball in play.
She's 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs.
Yeah. I'll tell you
She
what.
has their lone extra base hit. She hit a double.
She's going to have a hard time getting an RBI on this one. Not saying it's not impossible.
It's definitely not impossible.
But she's going to have to hit the ball better than she has so far.
Get a little air under it. Well, I guess that one to left center was a little bit of air under it. White's missed low, White's missed high. White will find the zone on this 2-0 pitch, said Nostradamus Dunker. The 2-0 pitch, as I said, a swinging strike 1.
Strike 1. That was a swing for the fences, too. She took a healthy cut there.
Gonna take things into her own hands.
She's trying to even it up with 1 swing. And that one might have done it. And just like that, Gwen Houston evens the score right over center field fence with a solo home run, got her RBI, so she's got an RBI at every at-bat.
Wow. What a time for that.
Wow.
That was incredibly well hit to the opposite field.
That's the way the wind was blowing opposite
The
field.
umpire did tell us that. And not us, but Sophie that.
It was quite a swing. I feel like I may have predicted that.
I feel like if Alyssa would have jumped, she had a shot at that.
Think,
Climb, whatever.
Climb. Well, that would have been an all-time play if she would have climbed.
That's the plays that little boys dream of.
That's right. That was her moment.
Every time you're running back and jumping into the fence yourself. And
all of a sudden, the Lady Panthers have found some new life.
We've got a new ball game here, 5-5 in the 7th. We're still 1 out. We've got to get 2 more here before, and then we'll look at extras, see what happens.
That one is bounced off McMullen. One count to the 6-hole hitter. That is a low and in, and White behind, 2-1. What a time for that home run. What a time.
And evens it up 2-2. 2-2. To Venverlo. 0 for 2 on the day. I'd like to see her go 0 for 3 personally.
Imagine if she gets enough at bat to go 0 for 7.
That
pitch is a low.
I'll tell you, if she goes 0 for 7, that means we are not playing extra innings. I mean, we are playing extra innings, but
and I don't have enough clothes on.
We don't have enough battery life in our equipment. Uh-oh.
That's deep.
Uh-oh.
Right center.
It's off the base
off
of the wall.
Fence. That's going to be a stand-up double for Emma Venverlo.
And Emma
here in the bottom of the 7th.
Emma didn't miss walking it off for Camp Point by all too much. And we're going to get a courtesy. No, pinch. Is this a pitch runner, or pitch hitter, or courtesy runner?
Nope, neither. Oh, out here, I don't know. Maybe
a substitution of some kind.
Something's happening.
In the downtime that we have here, I will go ahead and tell you that on my trip in, Camp Point has this field has the nicest bathrooms here.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Did you say they have the nicest bathrooms here?
Nicest bathrooms in the area.
Oh.
Thank you, Tyler. Can always count on you to correct me.
I was to say, I bet they're the nicest bathrooms here.
Well, I mean, theoretically, where's the school property line in that?
Well, that's true. Are they doing construction? Is there a porta potty somewhere? Because you'd have that one beat. All right, 1 out here in the 7th. We've got a pinch runner on at second for Venverlo. Can't tell you her name because I have no idea.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
wow.
That's one of those you're not going to get the girl,
and you
have to keep that.
But that does put a runner on third with 2 outs. A wild pitch wins the game for Central. It is a short backstop, though. But anything that gets away from McMullen could end it.
Braisley
Great
Allison
play by Rachel.
has a couple strikeouts on the
She
day.
is 0 for 3 with 1 strikeout.
Okay, she has 1 strikeout on the day.
Fouls that one off. Big spot here for Allison. Big spot here for White and McMullen. Big spot for all other 7 girls in the field.
1 ball, 1 strike to Braisley Allison with a chance to walk it off.
Ooh, that's a foul ball.
Oh, they're a foul ball.
They're okay.
And that was probably not a bad idea to send Giles down the line just in case. McMullen looks to be okay.
Just in case.
Just taking a couple off the face mask.
How about a 1-2 count here on Allison?
Okay, what? Catchers take a beating. 1 ball, 2 strike. Be a good time to blow one by her. Ooh,
Upstairs.
that was a good miss.
Good idea.
I like that miss as a pitcher. See if you can get her to chase one.
2-2 pitch to Allison. She
And
chases
got
the
her
pitch
swinging.
upstairs.
We're third out. 7 innings aren't enough, Reese.
I told you we're going to see a lot. We're going to see enough for
innings
7 at
aren't
bats.
enough.
We head to the 8th with Camp Point knotting it up on the solo shot from Houston. We'll go to 8 tied at 5.
All right, here we are in the 8th inning. We don't see that too much in softball. Sophie Reneker starting us off in this brand new game. And she is going to drill one down the left field line.
Foul.
Foul by about a ball's width.
She's going to keep running.
Wow.
Look, she's even clapping. She's excited about it.
Even the umpire said, man, that was close. I didn't hear him because of the headset on, but I can read lips.
They took her bat. Sophie's not hitting. They took her bat.
Sophie's like, can I still hit?
Took her bat from her.
Very confusing sequence of events there for Reneker.
I'll tell you.
Takes that one low.
Takes ball 1.
That's a good frame attempt there from the catcher.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. Been like that all game.
1-1 count here to Reneker. She watches that for strike 2.
Strike 2.
Behind 1-2. 2-2 pitch.
And a changeup.
Now it's a 2-2 count, but great
Over
job by
behind the
Sophie
plate,
there.
picks it up nicely. She's doing a good job back there.
Good job to lay off.
2 balls, 2 strikes incoming. And a hard hit ball to the short. Stop.
Her counterpart comes up firing.
Gets
Put
the
out
out.
first.
Allison Wood stepping in the box. 1 for 3 on the day.
2 for 3.
2 for 3. Single and a double, that's right. And that's going to be a hard hit ball. Great play by the shortstop.
Similar to that one that went off Sophie's glove earlier.
Yeah.
Miller, no problem there. Snares it reaching out. That'll bring in Westfall. 2 away, no one on. No activity yet in extras for Western.
Couple hard hit balls.
And that's it.
And that is
deep left.
Left field. And oh! Home run from Briley Westfall.
What a time for that one. Holy moly. Briley delivers as the designated player. What a shot over the left center wall.
If all you're doing is batting, you make it count, and she did.
I think she earned herself a DP spot for a while with that swing. Wow, at least hitting at least. Wow. What a swing from Briley.
And just like that, Western takes the lead. 6-5.
Wow. Briley put that one in.
I'll tell you what, the 7th and 8th inning were exciting. I mean, we've had 2 home runs.
Briley put that one into orbit. That thing carried through the sky. And I think we all had kind of the same reaction. Was it going to go? And it kept going. We're going to see a pinch hitter here for Paisley Patterson. That's going to be Ava Fessler.
Fessler stepping up.
As it appears, Briley Westfall's going to hit again, according to the jacket.
Yeah.
Western said, why not try it again?
Maybe she's trying to harness some of that aura, some of that energy.
Aura. Didn't think I'd hear you say aura on our broadcast this year.
Yeah, you never know.
Ava watches that one low. Man, what a time for that from Briley. Is that the first home run of her career? At least at the high school level?
Can't tell you of her career. I don't know. First this year, for sure.
Here, I could find out real quick. Yeah. We're about 5 feet from the dugout.
Yeah. Go find out.
Hey, Sophie. Maya. Is that her first
2 balls, no strikes.
Hit up the
middle. And a hit through the infield for Ava. That'll put Ava on first with 1 runner down. Top of the lineup up.
And I've got confirmation from the Western dugout. That was Briley's first career home run. What a time for it.
Heck of a time for it. That run to first got Ava hot. She's getting rid of the sweatshirt now. She just now went from Westfall to Fessler.
I can't point saying wait. It turns the lineup over for Western here. Brings in Stolte.
And we are back at the top. She 1 for 4 on the day.
She had a timely hit.
2 RBIs.
Takes that upstairs.
You want to talk about a shift in momentum. You go from the bottom of the 7th. Houston hits a home run to tie the game and push it into extras. In the top of the 8th, Briley Westfall with her first career home run to put the Cats back up by 1.
I mean, that's the time for that. Wow.
I'll tell you what, you couldn't write.
And
it
what was
any
she?
better.
She was 0 for, was it 0 for 2
0
or
for 3
up to that point?
0
and
for
then,
3 on the day, 1 for 4, but that 1 is a big one.
Well, I'd be fine if all season she's just
1 for 4.
1 for 4, 1 for 4 all season with a solo, maybe not a solo home run, but a home run every game. I think we could work that out.
1 jacket game.
Keeps the doctors away.
Does it? I don't know.
Brings the scouts closer.
That's true.
Stolte takes that one up to go
3-1.
3-1 up.
Tell you, it wouldn't hurt to get a couple 2-out runs here.
No, especially with 9-1-2 due up for Camp Point.
Yeah.
You're going to see Peters at least.
That'll be a 5-pitch walk for Brooklyn Stolte.
Lauren's got a chance to help her cause.
Got runners in scoring position. And we are going to make a pitching change here, I think. Lauren Miller coming in. Lauren Miller coming into pit. Oh, yeah, we're live. Looks like Stevens is going to second.
We'll make those changes here.
All right, we're back here. We got pitching change from the Panthers. Lauren Miller comes onto the mound. And Peters goes to short. Stevens goes from the pitching mound out to second base. Tell you what we need on our roster is a speedy little pinch runner.
Little dribbler is second. Stevens will make that play.
That'll end the top of the 8th inning, but Briley Westfall puts the Cats up 1 off of a absolute bomb to left center field, home run. And we're going to go into the bottom half of the 8th inning, up 1, see if we can hold them, get this W.
Great Rivers Bank offers a totally free checking account without a monthly minimum balance and no service fees. Share the joy of free checking with friends and family, and when they open a new account, you both earn free gifts. You can refer your family now at refergreatriversbank.com. Our current gift is an Everest Journey backpack. Great Rivers Bank will buy back unused checks and debit cards, up to $10 from previous accounts. For more information, visit our website at www.greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Whether you need just one load of rock for your driveway or many more for your farm or business, Lumley Trucking is the answer for all your rock hauling needs. Give Mark at Lumley Trucking a call at 217-473-4006.
All right, we've got 9-1-2 for the Panthers coming up. 9 being our slap hitter Mace.
Gee, when that bat leaves the shoulder, it makes contact.
I would say the left side of the infield needs to be prepared. If I was Sophie, I'd be playing a few steps in.
If you had Sophie's arm, you'd be just fine.
Touche. And just like that, a ground ball to Sophie Renaker at short and gets the put out at first.
Soph just makes it look easy.
She does. Yes, she does. Very clean fielding technique and a good arm.
Brings in Carly Peters. Carly's 1 for 4.
And I'll raise your left side of the infield, be ready on that last at bat, to outfield, be ready on this at bat.
There you go.
Peters is the second baseman for the Lady Panthers.
Not anymore.
She is the shortstop.
Now
She's the shortstop. Did they bring Miller into pitch while I was gone?
They did.
They did.
Yep. Miller's now pitching. Peters is playing short, and Stevens, the pitcher, went to play second.
Okay.
So they ran the
Well,
triangle.
that would have been a
offense
helpful. That would have been a helpful little note when I got back.
Well, if you wouldn't have left.
Sometimes when you got to pee, you got to pee.
You were just trying to check out how good the facilities are.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
That's just
That
offside.
is
Wow.
a Pretty good pitch.
3 pitches that just missed.
Brings up Claire Houston. She's 0 for 3 with a strikeout.
I just don't want to see our 5-hitter hit again.
Gwen Houston.
Gwen Houston hit again.
Yeah.
I could do without.
I'd think about walking her.
We're gonna pulls the bunt back. We have nobody at
And
second.
nobody is there.
And Alyssa got lucky.
Sophie
back in that one.
Rachel threw a bullet. I don't think it would have.
Great backup by Alyssa Bareyes.
I don't know if it would have mattered with. I mean, it looked like Peters had the base taken already, but a really good throw from Rachel.
I think it's one of those two where you don't hear a lot of people talking saying she's going.
Yeah, because I mean, Brooklyn's usually yelling it. She's charging a bunt.
But still, you'd like to see somebody there and
somebody's got to be
make
talking.
a play.
But it's also, we talked about it earlier, Sophie's shading so far to the third base side of second that it's a long run for her. And I mean, Dixon's breaking for first there.
And a little bloop. This is going to be a hard play. Can't make any throw. And they're going to have runners on first and third. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning, down by a run.
So really, let me
Lauren Miller up to bat.
Let me ask you on that, because all that fake bunt, first and third are charging, second and short are going to first and third respectively. Who is going to? Is that you just got to realize on the spot?
Well, short's not going to third on that.
A wild pitch is going to tie the game.
And that is going to tie it.
And while this is happening, runner from first is all the way at third. Heads up. She didn't stop. She rounded second in a stride and is now at third base with Lauren Miller up. 1 out, runner on third.
Now we've got ourselves a 6-6 game. Runner on third, 1 out, and Lauren Miller in the batter's box trying to end this for the Panthers.
She's a good candidate to do it too. No, back to that thought. So third and first are breaking to pick up the bunt. Second is going to first. Short's going
to second because there's a runner on first.
So who covers third? Is that
left field?
Okay, is that how that goes?
If you crash both.
Is it?
A lot of teams only bring the third baseman. The first holds here,
and then
second goes to second.
Pitcher's responsible
covers
for
the first
that
base
makes
line.
sense.
Right.
That makes sense. You just don't see those situations all too often.
It was exciting.
What'd we do?
No, she's saying
What's
we're
wrong?
talking too loud.
When?
When? During the home run? I felt that was justified.
Oh, yeah, we were all screaming for the home run.
All right.
I don't know.
Us right now, we're screaming right now.
All right, guys, let's just whisper.
Sorry, viewers.
Yeah.
We've been told that we talk too loud.
Tied up, runner on third, 1 out.
Lauren Miller still at the plate. It's a 1-1 count to her.
Or a base hit away.
And my question to you is, why is the infield not in? Why is the infield not in? Why is the infield not in?
It's a great question.
What?
Well, you should yell at them and tell them to play in. Tell them that this run
They're
actually
conceding that one.
this one loses the game if she scores.
It doesn't matter.
And that's it. That will end it.
We're still chasing the ball as if it matters.
Yep. That will be it.
Cam Point's going to win 7-6. We'll be back with some final stats and name our Barry Dental Care player of the game.
We muted.
This broadcast powered by Tiger Hawk Technologies, empowering your business with reliable IT solutions.
Drake's Steak and Ale in Hannibal is the ultimate destination for steak lovers, serving the best tender, juicy fillets and hearty, savory ribeyes. Our talented chefs will prepare each entree to your liking. We offer an extensive menu and a full-service bar for your enjoyment. We also offer catering service for corporate events, weddings, or intimate gatherings. Come dine with us. Our hours are Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 8, Friday, 11 to 9, and Saturday, 2 to 9.
And the player of the game today is Gwen Houston, the third baseman for the Lady Panthers. She went 4 for 4, 4 RBIs on the night, including the most important one of the day, the solo shot in the bottom of the seventh to tie the game at 5, that the Panthers would go ahead and come back and win. Western stats for the Lady Wildcats. White struck out 6, walked 3, gave up 11 hits and 7 runs. In terms of batting for the Lady Wildcats, White went 2 for 5. Stolte 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. White had an RBI as well, and McQuay 1 for 4 with an RBI. And, of course, Westfall's go-ahead home run in the 8th that proved to not make a cool moment, but did not impact the game at the end of it.
Yeah. All right, that's going to do it for us. That was the Barry Dental Care player of the game that Reese went ahead and gave right away.
Oh, I thought it said it in the ad.
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, oops.
The Barry Dental Care player of the game.
Yeah. All right, what do we got next week? 4 games.
4 games.
Monday at home against Minden Unity.
Yeah, and then we'll
Tuesday off. Wednesday at Pittsfield against the very good Lady Sockies. Thursday at home against
Beardstown.
Friday,
Liberty.
On the road against the Liberty Lady Eagles.
Yeah.
Busy week.
Busy week. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching right here on Tap.